Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life in TV. I am Poetry. You're here for Travel and Talk Tuesday. On my way into work, it is 10:30. Have a late day today. Hopefully, I could be off by 3. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. My body seems like it's like breaking down. It really do. And with that breakdown, I feel like when your body break down like it does, like if you get exhausted all the doggone time and your body starts to break down, I think I need to go back to my house real quick. I haven't pulled out the recycle bin, and they haven't picked up the recycle bin. Usually, oh, he right there too. Usually he come around 6 in the morning. And but they right there. Go ahead and pull my recycle bin out because my damn mom ain't gonna do it. But yeah, usually when you get exhausted and stuff like that, it affects your health. You can catch colds easier, and I just ain't even been feeling good. I just ain't been feeling good at all. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put y'all. I don't know if I put y'all on pause or I'm just gonna let y'all see me pull the damn thing out and put y'all on pause. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm back. It still wasn't even full all the way. Like, I try not to take out my recycle bin until it's full. It's only halfway full, but yeah, we'll go ahead. Get it together now. I'm almost out of tissue. You know that big pack I bought at the beginning of March? We got 4 rolls left. So, like I said, between me and Keena, we're doing pretty good. But last time I went over to Home Depot, they didn't have any. And the guy was like, nope, we out of stock. And I found out it's not that they out of stock. They've just never stocked up from the first time that they ran out. That's all it is. You can't even order it online. And I'm like, okay, with the way stuff going on right now, the TP people, they for damn sure ain't the ones who not at work. They out making toilet paper. So, I don't know. I guess I gotta go to Home Depot today and see if they got some. Or I just may have to just go buy a generic brand from somewhere else. I prefer to stick to what I know. My butt likes that tissue. And y'all, your booty get used to certain feels and textures. Turn the fucking corner, why don't you? What the fuck is you doing? Damn, dumbass dude. Get off your damn phone. Oh my gosh. So I need to go get some toilet paper from Home Depot. I'm in a bad headspace, y'all. I'm just not feeling my best. I say, hopefully I go in here and do this job and get the hell done. Last time I thought I was gonna go in here and knock it out by 1:32, and I didn't get off until 5. And that's because I was actually done by 3. But he wanted. There's an assignment that we have to do that begins at 4 o'clock, and he didn't have nobody to do it, so he sent me, and I was done by 5 on that assignment. So yeah, I need to go by Home Depot, see if they got my tissue, my butt paper, because like I say, my butt is used to a certain type of paper. Any other brand that I've used other than Cottonelle, because I do like Cottonelle, and I gotta get Cottonelle, the blue pack, if I get Cottonelle. But any other brand that I use, my booty don't like it. It don't like it much at all. I got real sensitive tush. And it's mainly because I sit on my butt and driving around in vehicles all god doggone day. My booty's sensitive. It's sensitive. That's probably why I don't like nobody spanking me doing, intimacy. Because I got a sensitive booty. Okay, so hopefully I missed the train already. But it's usually one coming right behind it. And so far the lights on the train tracks ain't flashing. So I think I might have made it. Train tracks. I don't see the train. Okay. But my dog. Let me tell you about my damn dog. Okay, so both my neighbors got new pits. Actually, I think the other one ain't a pit. One of my neighbors got a new pit, and the other one looked like he got a Rottweiler, but they both were girls. I told y'all Vito's a virgin. And he never got him none. But that might not be true. I did have him in that dog shelter in St. Louis for a little bit, the dog lodging. And I told you, I think my dog got did in the booty. I think so. So Vito might not be a virgin no more. He might have got him some there. Anyway, his hormones are raging now because these two female dogs are moved in on both sides of the house. He's in love with that damn Rottweiler, baby. He's in love with that Rottweiler. And she just be sashaying Shantae all around the little fence and stuff. Well, we got wood slacks for our fence. Our fence was already shit in the beginning. I think I told y'all this before, that when we moved into the house, the landlord acted like he didn't want to fix the fence. It was leaning and shit, and he was like, I don't know who the fence belonged to. You know God doggone well if this fence belongs to your house or the neighbors. We the only ones with this style of fence. And then, so he had his handy person come out and patch a couple spots. Well, Vito, in his intensity to try to get to these new dogs and possibly get him some, has really been going hard at the fence. He probably been going hard through the fence, knowing Vito, because it was a little gap that she stuck her little tushy up there to the fence. Vito can get in. So we're come to find out, he done busted through one of them damn slacks on the fence on both sides. So where the new pit bull is at, Vito done knock down the slacks. So I gotta go to Home Depot, period, just to go find me some new fence slacks and repair my own fence, because my landlord ain't gonna repair those because my dog damaged it. Because you can clearly see somebody busted through them. Because the top part is still there and the bottom part is still there, but the middle part is gone. Yeah, you clearly tell that it was the dog. And then they busted through into the neighbor's yards, which lets you know my dog is the one who did it, not theirs. So I need to go. But I think the slacks are like $3 something a piece. I remember being online looking for them before when the landlord was talking about trying not to fix the fence for us. And I was like, well, let me see how much it's going to cost me to do it myself. So I think they're like $3 something a piece. I hope I just ain't something I got to order, though. Because I don't feel like standing outside with Vito while he, use the bathroom and run around and play for a little bit, don't stretch his legs. I don't feel like standing outside with him while he do that. Bugs. It's love bug season has arrived in Orlando. Them little bitches are back. I can't stand them little funky ass, but I don't know how y'all people that lived here all this doggone time are comfortable with them. I think I talked to maybe a couple people that was like, oh, I can't stand these bugs. But then you go to work and they just be flying around and zooming up people's nose and in their ears, and ain't nobody swatting on the parking lot but me. Why am I the only one why am I the only one that's doing that? Something y'all done got used to them. I can't. When I lived in Africa, I think we was there for 6 months. When I was in the military, they had flies, just flies. And you was used to, oh, there, my mail lady. Hey, girl, hey. She out early today, girl. They used to the flies. Just every once in a while, you see somebody like, oh, I couldn't do it. It's flies and mosquitoes and moths and lightning, but I don't like none of the creepy, crawly fly creatures. I don't like none of them. Oh, but as of right now, that's what I gotta do. I gotta stand my ass out there in the backyard with Vito if I let him out, to make sure that he ain't finna bust through more of that fence on both sides. I ain't worried about the dogs over there. Like, personally, I really don't mind if Vito actually get with these dogs. You know, like he needs some buddies, he needs some friends. But I don't know. He ain't fixed though. He ain't fixed, so y'all maybe now, no. Hopefully, if y'all dog fixed, I ain't gonna mind. Cause I ain't trying to be raising no puppies. I'm not trying to be no puppy grandmama. That's not what I'm trying to do. So, yeah, I gotta go to Home Depot. Hopefully, Home Depot has my doggone toilet paper, and then I get the slats at the same time. If they don't have the slats, I can at least go to Lowe's. But Lowe's ain't got my toilet paper because the brand that I buy, like I say, is the Home Depot version. But I know Lowe's had the cotton nail in stock, so you know, there's that. Yeah, but yeah, I just haven't been feeling good. Have y'all ever was like not feeling good, so y'all make yourself cry to feel better? Is it just me? I think we talked about this before. I have been watching this YouTube channel called Mr. Beast. And he does random acts of kindness sometimes, and then the rest of the time he doing like stupid ass pranks. I cannot fucking stand prank videos like that. The ones that they do, it's like going up to random people and just like, I can't stand that shit. I think he's the ones like you seen the video when they was trying to do the clown thing and then the black dudes whipped their ass and they jumped out on them. I think that's the same guy. There's so many fucking pranksters on YouTube, but he has I think 34 million followers. So he making bank from YouTube, and he's making bank from sponsors and stuff like that. So he has the financial ability to do some large money random acts of kindness. So I watch random acts of kindness videos to make myself feel better when I'm sad or when I'm feeling down or feel like I'm about to go through an episode and I catch it early. And I cry every time. I cry every fucking time. So I watched 2 this morning. One of them, like, he ordered Domino's, and he ended up giving the Domino's pizza delivery guy a house. He like talked to the guy like, hey, I'll pay you $2,000 if you can help me move into this house for the rest of the day. He was like, fine, I can do that. So they spent 14 hours going to buy new furniture for this house. He had told him it's supposed to be his friend's house, but his friend was sick or couldn't, or at work, something like that. I don't know what had happened. But so they going around spending all this money and buying all this stuff. Now, apparently they had already talked to the dude's boss to let them know what they were going to do, so he wasn't going to just be missing work. And it just so happened that this was a guy who was in need of a decent home to stay in. The place he was staying was kind of run down, had a bum ass landlord who don't want to fix shit like the one I have. So yeah, they refurbished this whole house, and once they got done, the guy was like, boy, your house look good. He's like, my house? You know, they kept on saying something like, your house this, your house that, you gonna really like this place. And then he realized they were giving him this house. They literally put the keys in his hand and gave him, and I was just like so fucking teared up. I was like, OMG. I've been bawling all morning, just crying. I was crying. And then one of the guys on his team, his production team, like when I grow up one day, I'm gonna have a production team for my YouTube channel. On his production team, his father had a friend who had just been in a car accident, and he was hurt really bad. He was since he had hurt himself, he was about to be evicted from his house because he couldn't afford to live where he lived. The man was 79. The old man, 79 years old, you know, about to be evicted from his home. So they took him out. He knew what the guys did on the channel, but they took him out with a couple $1,000s and just took him shopping. Had a nice day. They played golf, went out to eat. They went bought him a bunch of clothes. They just had a good time. He was just like feeling so grateful and gracious and stuff all day long. And then while they got him out in the street, they bought him. I thought they had bought him a house. They rented him a new apartment, paid for the rent, utilities, everything for the first year. Like he didn't have to pay anything for that apartment for the first year. And I think he was on a fixed income, or he just couldn't work no more. He was going to be on a fixed income. It was one of the two. But the man was 79. 79. And in the house that he was in, that he was being evicted from, you know, it was roach infested, and he lived alone. Yeah, man, they gave that man in the house, baby. My heart just melted. Just his reaction, just like, OMG, just like tears. So yeah, I love watching videos like that, and it makes me feel better to see random acts of kindness like that. And I just start crying and shit. So this is what I'm gonna do on this here channel right here, right now. If you have a PayPal account, I'm gonna give you $50 if by the time I get to work, the first person who can guess the last 2 digits of my mileage on my car in the comment sections, and you have a PayPal account, then I will gift you $50. I can't do too much, but $50 is gonna be yours. So if you can guess what my mileage is gonna be, it's gonna be from a number from 1 to 100, and you can tell me what my mileage is gonna be. I'm gonna show y'all the mileage at the end, and it's the first person who guesses it. That if you got a PayPal account, or if you got a mailing address that you don't mind me having, I could do it in the form of a gift card. So if you got PayPal or a gift card, then I will mail you. I will give you $50. You don't have to be in the United States. As long as you got a PayPal account, it's gonna be $50 US. I don't care how old you are, how young you are, if you need it or if you don't, I'm gonna give you $50. You gotta be watching this video. So just put your guess, any number between 1 and 100. The first person who get it right. Okay, now YouTube normally categorize my comments by the top comment. When I get home, I will have to go home and put the comments in order as they came in. Okay, because how did it do this? So it'll put it in order of the newest first. So the first person will end up at the bottom, and they'll be reading up and comments. So I have to do it when I get home. It won't allow me to do that through the app. The app, it only allows me to do top comments only, which I hate that shit. I like to see my newest comments. Because when you do, how the fuck you picking who my top comments are? Or when they pick who the top comments are, everybody comment doesn't show up. Then I'm going through comments 2-3 months later, like, damn, I didn't realize they said something on the video. That's because YouTube has automatically did top comments only, and they won't put everybody's comment. But if I go put it by the newest comment first, it'll put everybody's comment, and then I'll know who the first person was to guess it. And if you disagree with who I see as the first person, that's your fucking problem. This is my goddamn channel. I'm picking whoever I see is the first one once I recategorize it from the top comments to the newest comments first. There you go. All right. So 1 through 100. That's gonna be my random act of kindness for right now, and I will gift you either through PayPal or through a gift card. I'm gonna purchase that, put it in the mail. If you allow me to give you a mailing address, I'll put down my email address so that way you can send me your mailing address, or you can DM it to me on Instagram or Twitter. Email. It's gonna be the email, because I'm gonna have to ask you some goddamn questions to make sure that you're the right fucking person. Plain and simple. I don't need nobody just randomly email somebody, I was the winner. We ain't gonna go that way. We ain't gonna go that way at all. But the PayPal people, drop your fucking PayPal right there in your comment with your answer. Drop your comment with your answer. There we go. That's how we gonna do that shit. Okay, so yeah, I'm not almost at work. I'm like halfway to work. Only other thing I've been doing, because like I said, I've been like in a really melancholy mood. I've been listening to gospel. Y'all know I don't go to church, but sometimes you just need music to feed your soul. But for some reason, I've been stuck on old Kirk Franklin Conqueror song. We are conquerors. That song has been stuck in my doggone head. I told you I was watching the Clark Sisters, and I was upset about this movie didn't play Living in Vain, the entire song, because that song just like, I just love that song. So I went to go listen to that the other day, the full version of it, and the Clark sisters just be turning it up, baby. They turn it up. And after you listen to the Clark sisters, you got to go over and listen to the Skates version too. They did the doggone thing as well. But then it led me to Conquerors, and I have just been like in rotation. That's the only song that I think I've been singing. I was walking through the house singing it yesterday, and I didn't realize I was singing it. And Keena like, you all right? That's how she was looking. She didn't actually say it to me, but yeah, because so I had owned I think Kirk Franklin did What You Looking For concert. I used to own it on VHS. That whole concert was the bomb. And I was like, let me see if I can find it on DVD. Maybe $199 for the DVD. I was like, what? I think I still got it on VHS if I know where my VHS tapes and tapes are at. But I'm like, what the? Then I gotta find somebody to convert it from VHS to DVD for me, because I'm like, damn, $199. I won't be getting my praise on that way. I had the same issue with Rihanna. I want to get the anti-CD, the anti-album on record, on wax. I think the cheapest one I found was $373. Like, baby, that was one of Rihanna's best albums. Anti. It came out so long ago, and everybody keep asking Rihanna for new music. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Rihanna girl, if whatever you finna bring out now, if it ain't better than that Anti album, go on, keep it, child. I mean, I like new music that you can dance, you can bop to, whatever. But Anti was the shit. That album just go for me. That's one of the ones I can put on and just play. Just let that record spin, y'all. Just boom. Oh, letters. The Dear Poetry segment. I got another letter. I got it last week, and I had intended on doing the video yesterday. I forgot. I'm gonna tell you right now. I just plain I forgot. I think between work and me feeling my body physically feeling like shit, it just slipped my mind. And then my cousin died over the weekend. And this was a cousin that I didn't necessarily grow up around a lot, because they left St. Louis at an early age and moved to Indiana. Yeah, so, but that's my cousin. Like, man, I still, some of my family members said that she died. My mother told me that they said she died of an accidental medical overdose. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how that works. It sounds like a suicide to me, but I don't want to put that on her. Accidental medical overdose. If y'all in the medical field and y'all have heard that term, is that something that can happen? Just an accidental medical overdose? Like, I don't understand the accident portion. Like, did she take more? Was the dosage that was prescribed to her too much for her system? Or did she forget that she had took it and then took more on top of what she had? Or like sometimes like people go into a diabetic coma, and their loved ones automatically assume that the first thing for them to get is a shot of insulin, and that's not what they needed. If they're going into a diabetic coma, they don't need that shot, the shot of insulin at that time. That could send you into a medical overdose. So I haven't got clarity, because I haven't been able to like really just like put my words together to talk to her mom. She was only 5 years younger than me. She's 41. But her mom is who I've been closest to the most, and I just haven't had the courage to actually speak to her about it. Shit, like, I don't want to call people and tell them, "Oh, you okay?" Because fuck, just me hearing it, I know I'm not okay. So, and then knowing that with this C-19 shit out here, that we can't even go to the funeral services. Heck, I don't even think they can have funeral services at this point still. Even though that they opening up the fucking, everybody want to get their ass outside so fucking bad right now. And y'all just making it harder for the people who have to be out here. Now we gotta, ever since they decided they gonna do this shit, we got signs that we carry around with us now that say we are practicing social distance, stay away 6 feet. That we stick to our vehicles or we tape to our back, depending on us when we out here in public, so people can stay the fuck away from us. That's how fucked up it's got. On top of the fact, our employees are being attacked. We were told a couple days ago that our employees are being attacked. So now we got law enforcement, FBI, state troopers, whatever. We will randomly see them pop up while we're doing our assignments for our safety. We already had 2 people in our office get attacked by customers over just some random bullshit. One lady was mad because excuse me, I'm not gonna say why she was mad. One lady was mad and ran up on one of our employees. My employee was trying to call our boss to try to like speak to him to help the lady out. She took her phone and cracked upside her head. Now she's being served with 2 felony accounts of assault. And then another lady, where I normally work, told you I already had one bitch tell, went in there and said to me and this lady was stealing from her. She apologized to my supervisor, but we ain't get no formal apology. I told you I'm not never serving that bitch again with anything. I'm not going to her house for any reason. So, but where we at, we normally start off in like an office space, and some motherfucker just busted up in the office space and cornered my girl, the other one who's normally there with me, instead of me. And like I'm 5 feet, she 4'10". She's an itty bitty, and then she doesn't have very what's the word? Her English doesn't have a lot of clarity. She's Spanish speaking, but her English is like, you can tell it's not her first language. And so when she gets frazzled, you know, she goes into speaking Spanish. And these motherfucking people out here feel some kind of way about us blacks and brown people. So I'm just saying. So on top of, you know, just having to be able to safely breathe around motherfuckers, now we got to be watching like our doggone backs. We need fucking hazard pay. Hazard fucking pay. We do. All fucking essential employees need fucking hazard pay, because nobody knows if they showing up to somebody's house, the ones who are out here, especially like the delivery drivers and shit, these people who doing Ubers and shit like that. Nobody knows who or what they're coming in contact with. And then I was in Walgreens yesterday, and I heard somebody coughing like a couple aisles over me, and it wasn't no allergy sound coughing. You could hear the phlegm rattling in his bitch chest, and my brain said that was I didn't cover my mouth up cough. That's what it said to me, right? So we in Walgreens, and I'm like my 6 feet, because Walgreens got their dots on the floor. We stand 6 feet away from her, and she at the register just now the girl is gloved up and masked up, and they got this little plexiglass, but the plexiglass is only like 2 feet wide and 3 feet high, you know. So she didn't say nothing to the lady. She went ahead and continued to serve her. Before I even stepped to the counter, I was like, Ma, you need to disinfect that whole fucking counter. Get your hand sanitizer, your Lysol that you got right there, wipe that shit down, because I'm not even putting my stuff on the counter or coming into that fucking space until somebody do something. So that's what she did. But as the lady hit the door, she stood in the doorway because she had another coughing fit. Now the lady wasn't gloved up or nothing like that. I was like, you little raggedy bitch. That's how I was feeling. I'm at work, y'all. I don't need y'all to see where I work at. So I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for being here. This has been Traveling Talk Tuesday. Y'all have a good one. Peace.